Alright, everybody, good morning. Hello, and welcome to the Corsair Cup. Why, Zombie Grub, did Apollo get dirty and roll around in some dust or something before the stream today?
And then get a clone?
Whoa! Didn't actually see Apollo there at all. That was like a really great magic trick reveal. I guess I got stuff to talk about today, but I do want to talk about your cat first, because I guess this is new to the stream. So that little yawning, great. I'm glad to see that they're sitting together and not fighting.
No, they're slowly becoming friends.
Oh, I just imagine you as the Mike Tyson thing with the two pigeons, and it's like now Kith, you know, like pushing them together, like.
Sure. See, they're starting to play.
It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute. Yep.
All right, so guys, we actually almost didn't do today. It's getting worse and worse and really disappointing, and I don't really know what to say at this point. Like, I don't want you to go harass your favorite players, and I don't want you to bother anybody unnecessarily. But we're getting to this point now with the Corsair Cup. And granted, there is some level of like, hey, it's a new time, so, you know, I'm not going to freak the hell out. But we've been consistently getting just rougher and rougher signups for this. And like, even just an hour ago, it was like you had KeeN, Alive, Hush, and True, and granted True's like North America right now, and Neeb. So basically 5 non-Europeans signing up for a European tournament. And then you had Beastie and like, I don't even remember who the fuck else, like one other person. And it's just, it's frustrating because I love doing stuff with this time slot. I love the 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. time slot. It's so nice. You get stuff done in a decent time. You're good for the rest of your day. But when players aren't signing up, like, this is why we've migrated a lot of our content to be more Korean based recently.
Yeah, I mean they've always signed up late, but today was pretty sparse.
Like, to be clear, if we see this happen again, there's the chance that maybe it's just Fridays aren't going to work out. And if Fridays don't work out, then maybe we reshuffle the week. But honestly, Mondays haven't been a lot better, and that's why we moved to Fridays to look around with in the first place. So this isn't some sort of like passive-aggressive threat. This is just a statement of facts. If signups are going to look bleak, we're just going to kill the Corsair Cup for Europe. I don't want to do that, but I mean, like, there's a lot of European pros who don't ever play in this, and to that extent, like, who are we doing this cup for? The fans. Well, I don't want to give the fans a bad show because like 4 people show up. Like, I really don't know what to say. Like, so again, this isn't coming from a place of anger or frustration. It's just like one of those things where like, this is the reality where we are. StarCraft 2 is dead game only if the players don't play it.
Well, we have a couple choices of matches.
Are the brackets finalized?
Yep. There's Lily Kane versus Tails, KeeN versus Caliber, Optimus versus Healer.
KeeN and Caliber not be bad because then the winner plays against Bly. Or Poppy Joe, I guess, but I'm going to guess Bly.
Okay.
Oh, you Thermal showed up last minute too. That's good to see. Beastie in that bracket. I don't know. You take your pick. I don't mind.
Okay, I'll get to... Uh-oh.
But the thing I was going to address outside of that, sorry, and I was... Drakenel, if you're still watching, man, I wanted to say this with voice and video, not with just text, so you didn't misunderstand. I know you DM'd me, asked about Zerg TV, but here's the thing, and for those who don't know much about this either, Zerg TV has gone, not just like, and done 1 or 2 bad things, but this guy has gone off the fucking deep end with being an asshole, and most importantly, a thief. And you can argue stuff about video content and ownership, and whatever you want at the end of the day. We are paying the admin, we're paying the players, like, we're putting up all the money for our own content, and it really... It sucks just when someone else leeches off that for free. God knows I'd love if we could just like hop onto a bunch of stuff for free, but we can't, and it really sucks when someone else kind of, it almost feels like diminishes our work by doing that. So I have no desire to work with Zerg TV whatsoever. He's far past burning that bridge. He's like 2 years too late. I know you're trying to create like a bridge for him here and you want to bring him back. I will say that, like, I'm not saying never here in terms of like absolutes, but he would have to make one hell of a big gesture. Like, deleting all of the content he's stolen from us would be a good start. You know what I mean? So, I'm just not interested in working with him. Not with the type of person he's been. not with looking at the way he tries to defend himself and like justify being a scumbag. That's just not the type of person we want to associate with. Not right now, at least.
Yeah. Barely got him. We're getting in the game.
Cool. Thank you for the invite. All right, so we are going to be starting today with KeeN versus Caliber. Okay. Although maybe he'd prefer his in-game name, Slayer's Boner.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he has this name because he slays people with his boner? Or he's like the slayer of boners and he's just like anti-sexy?
Well, I'm going to go with the team Slayers gave him a boner back when they were actually a team.
Whoa, a third wildcard option I hadn't even considered.
I know. You didn't even give me like a fill-in-the-blank option, but I did it anyways.
Holy guacamole.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into the first game of the day. We seem to be missing game music. There we go. Wasn't sure why, but it's fixed now. Game number 1, kicking off in the bottom left. He's got an older name. You probably know him better by. It's going to be the Pink Protoss Slayer's Boner, a.k.a. Caliber.
In the bottom right, as the Red Terran, he is KeeN.
Now, of course, as we're getting the game, Caliber actually brings up a funny point where he's like, hey, I'm playing against the number 1 gift player in the world. I kind of forgot that like the KeeN clap, you know, is it gets used outside of StarCraft. Like we're used to a lot of our own memes, but that clap has actually been used in many other subreddits before, and I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. Like if I had a legacy, I would not want it to be a GIF.
Well, unfortunately, I feel like that's the road of anyone on Twitch. So just, you know, hopefully choose wisely upon which GIF you'll be remembered for.
Okay, I mean, yeah, there we go. If I was limited to only one thing to be remembered for, I wouldn't want it to be a GIF. I'm okay with it, like, generally speaking.
Yeah. I don't know what GIF I would be remembered for. Maybe falling out of my chair. In the junk stream. I think it's been made of me.
Well, we, of course, had Maynard and Zeph cast the VSL earlier this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I was actually awake, even though I wasn't intending to be for it, and it was an interesting show. That being said, you get a double dose of StarCraft now with the Corsair Cup. I would like to give some shout-outs, though, and I know they got a lot of the sub-shout-outs during the VSL, so I'm not going to go that far back, but we did have For's More. I'm not sure if that's like a trick name, like I'm reading that out wrong. It's supposed to sound like something else, but For's More, thank you for the new sub to kick off the stream today. That was awesome. Sirocco hit us up with an 8-month resub. Heat Sink for 21, and then just now Jumper Legs. Excuse me. I had like a permanent frog in my throat for 15 months. Hello, everybody.
Ooh. Hello.
And now I do believe we're officially caught up. So, KeeN, always playing a lot of these events. Man, hang on. Seriously, I got like a permanent frog in my throat. I don't know what's going on here. KeeN always playing at a lot of these events, so even though we did mention he's coming across server, Korea, etc., absolutely he's used to it by now. This is no longer a question of like, oh, maybe the lag's getting to him today.
Yeah, he's used to the lag, he's used to the time zone. I mean, he's not exactly able to accommodate his sleep schedule entirely, because he also still plays the Korean leagues, but at least somewhat has accommodated for being up at 2 in the morning to 5 in the morning in Korea. So and he usually does pretty well. I would say like semifinalist most of the times for Corsair Cups, unless it's the oddity where the a lot of Europeans finally join up.
So real quick question, by the way, for stream, so I'm just going to interject here. Are you guys hearing sound issues? I know that I've actually had this issue with this headset because I went too close to the microwave while it was on, and that's kind of what it sounds like is happening now. I can live with it. I just want to make sure it's not going through to the stream, because if it is, I may have to restart XSplit and computer and everything to fix it so I can plug it and unplug it. So if you start hearing any of these sounds randomly cut out or crackling in your ears, that's what I'm presently hearing. but I think that is a USB problem, not a computer problem, so hopefully you guys aren't hearing it. But I'll keep an eye on chat for now.
Speaking of which, thank you to Vigilante 1024.
This is a really odd move out for KeeN, actually. Coming a bit early, no real support, and I guess I was hoping to catch Caliber a little off guard, but I mean, he's put the pylon really close to his mineral line, which I like. And he's got one at the top of the hill here too. Probes.
Whoa! Oh, what am I dropping the main base? That's kind of cool then. I really like this team up. You usually would see this, of course, in the medevac, but by transferring over, you get a very high chance of killing with the probes.
Or maybe not. Oh! Okay. He still has to deal with this Widow Mine. Hopefully it doesn't transfer back too soon. Yeah, okay, looks like he knows what's going on. Although that Phoenix is dangerously low. Okay.
Oh, even one of the gas guys there. So not so bad. 5 probes, 6 probe kills. Oh, my bad. For killing all of the army units and all that last mining time, I suppose, too. Like, it did give a big ol' bump in KeeN's economy for a second there, but I think it could have been much, much worse considering how surprising that Marine move out was. Yeah, and almost losing that Phoenix.
So the reason I was commenting on it being odd, like, the Widowmine drop itself isn't. That's normal. That's most Terran openers, I'd say. But it was that walk through the front that really made me go like, what?
Mm-hmm. I like that. That was a little bit of a twist. The medevac did survive, which makes it pretty worth for KeeN to have done that. It means that Caliber didn't really take too much damage and is out of the game, but it does mean that it was totally worth for KeeN just to lose the Marines and 1 Widow Mine. He's reactoring out Widow Mines too already, which is a little bit scary. Like, if he doesn't use them to drop, he'll have a ton by the time he pushes again with Stim and Combat Shields and +1. Usually you don't see that, because usually the reactor is used to produce more Marines initially, and then the reactor is built after for the factory. So it's a little weird. It's a little bit of a supply block.
Was that a build order, or was that a history lesson with Zombie Grub miniature version?
Oh my god, is that what build orders are?
No, of course, Zombie Grub recently put out a really great video on YouTube. Short, sweet, but I guess you're planning to do more?
Oh yeah, yeah. I already had plans for the next. Well, like, the first one was supposed to be much longer, but it was going to be too long in my opinion. I don't want this to be like, oh, a 20-minute video. Like, oh, I don't want to watch that. So I already have the next one finished. But there's like a ton of other points that people brought up that I thought were very good feedback.
I was gonna just bring up too. I actually felt like I wish it was a bit longer too. I think the sweet spot for these kinds of videos has got to be like right around that 10 to 15 minute mark, personally.
Yeah. Yep.
But, we do have lots of Phoenix patrolling around. Unfortunately, not getting much done, and what is most likely actually gonna be out of position for this fight. So, you know, Caliber's already gonna be down in supply, but he's gonna be down in supply and then missing half of it.
Yeah. They get a Borg R for the new sub. Appreciated.
Arr.
So not too many Widow Mines, as the other
Jesus.
2 are in Widow Mines, or medevac rather.
So I'm actually not sure how good versus bad that was, right? Like, he gets in here, he loses the Widow Mines, really important on that, but he snipes off the mothership core immediately. Actually, that's what makes this huge, because now there's no defense up here in the main, and any attempt to go to Colossus is just like a dream at this point. Widow Mine still hasn't gone off, so he go off with the Phoenix, get a kill. Oh, annihilated.
Yeah. Caliber looks like he might just take too much damage from this. Maybe not die, as Caliber still has units available, but it's pretty game-ending damage.
Someone earlier, by the way, was asking no bit boss for today. Maybe. I'm trying to get it to work, guys. I'm really annoyed because the developer was really, really responsive about this at first, and then not so much anymore, and we've been having a lot of pretty consistent problems with it. So I've got it off for now. Maybe I'll try and bring it up here in a moment or two. Let's try one more time here. If you guys tuned in early while I was playing music, I was trying to get up and it wasn't working there either. Funny pun with Slayer's boner. Can't get it. Oh.
Ha! I get it.
All right,
he's already chosen the map.
Okay. We're gonna put this on progressive mode. That probably won't work, but we'll find out In games.
Alright.
Alright, Newkirk, I probably could have played the intro, but now I'm fiddling around with BitBoss. Looks like bits are ruining the stream once again.
All they ever do.
Right.
Should've.
Oh, speaking of ruining the stream with money, we got a really cool thing coming up.
Oh, okay. That
was actually a pretty baller segue. I'm proud of myself right
now.
Well, I guess we'll discuss that in a moment. That looks to be okay for now. We'll see if it breaks as scenes swap and all that. But we are getting into game number 2. He's up 1-0 in the bottom left. We got the blue Terran player, KeeN.
In the bottom right is the pink Protoss. In-game name is Slayer's Boner. You probably know him as Caliber.
Where did Princess Jita get him before?
They're joking around.
Oh. Say, I like Princess Jita.
Yeah.
But yeah, so speaking of money and ruining things, you guys may have seen that we announced the base trade games this weekend.
I wonder where that probe was going out early.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe really versus Terran?
Right?
I thought for a moment, like, okay, this is an option with what he's doing, but why?
One of the problems with cannon rushing a Terran is that they see the probe coming in. Like, that is kind of the first problem, to be honest. And they're going to almost always send an SCV after, so you don't bother with SCV. Where unlike versus, like, a Protoss, where you can actually hide the pylons, even Zerg, actually, you can hide them kind of, too. So, this is already making it, like, double the challenge for Caliber.
He's got to start something on the low ground.
Yeah, I was going to say, and he has to keep that probe on the high ground alive even more so now. Well, I guess the pylon... Yeah, okay, now he has something. There you go.
So... Well, first off, I guess we'll have to hold our announcement for the moment. But secondly, this is so far away from anything super relevant, right? Like, this isn't cannons creeping up on the command center. I guess this might push off the barracks if things go really, really poorly. I love that he cancels that second on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, if you can block out their probes with a wall, then it might be worth, but the probe's already in there, so...
But the bunker's going to finish, so I don't know. Like, there's going to be only like 1 or 2 Marines worth of DPS, but now they've got that one range the bunker provides.
Yeah, and that is definitely a good reason for it. And also, there's only like 1 or 2 cannon. Well, but there's only 1 cannon. The bunker is just that, a lot of health. That's just right. But I would say this is...
I guess if you kill the barracks, it is weirdly just as good as killing the bunker.
You should be... Yeah, the barracks going down shouldn't happen.
Yeah, the SCVs get pulled desperately to make sure that doesn't happen. That probe, of course, a little bit stuck, but Caliber, I guess on one hand, this went really poorly and he invested a lot that is not going to pay off.
It's not.
But on the other, he did probe like crazy behind this.
If you had a Nexus as opposed to a gateway, well, even then, like, obviously no gateway is still a problem, but a bit more economy-wise. KeeN doesn't go for a command center either. He's going up to factory with a tech lab, actually. So he's gonna get tanks? I was like, what? Tanks, yeah, okay. As no starport was started.
I mean, I like the idea of a tank just to clear out the cannons, if nothing else.
Oh, whoa, I think Björn just hosted us.
Oh, did we just get a Björn host? Björn
we
boys?
Did. We're so special.
Oh, that's weird. It's not showing up in the alerts thing. Okay, well, hey, Björn fans, welcome to this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Björn, I got some other, I guess, not quite Björn tier Terrans playing today. You got KeeN and Alive both in today's Corsair Cup. Neeb, Blind, some other good players. So if you are just joining us, come on over to our channel. Hit that exclamation mark brackets command. Take a look at what's going on. But for now, yeah, you're joining game number 2 in this best of 3. It's the first best of 3 of the day, and as you can tell, things got a little bit weird. Game 1 was actually fairly normal. It was like Phoenix and Adept and nothing that was too insane. The ploy for cannons had me just going like, WTF me.
Yeah. If you cannon rush someone, even in PvP, to be honest, like, you're depending on either it not being scouted or them not knowing how to deal with a cannon rush. Like, that's really kind of the 2 things. Like, if you know how to deal with a cannon rush and you see it, it is supposed to be easy. I do not know how to deal with a cannon rush, so I always die to him. But the point is, like, KeeN is a pro and would know how.
There's not nearly as many cannon rush streamers as there used to be, but Shizel, who is I guess recently kind of given up his dirty ways temporarily or not. I don't know. He used to do a lot of can rushing. You would see him get like Masters versus Terrans and other things. Like, it does work, but yeah, it's usually banking on your opponent just not knowing how to deal with it. And I feel like KeeN, not just KeeN, any tournament player who's been around for like 4+ years, like, they've had their fair share of cannons. Experience isn't the question. But while this goes on, Caliber's probably like, I got a couple of kills. Doesn't seem to have anything to defend with. And that's because he's brought everything across the map. Also, thank you, Remar, for the bits, man. I'll get to you in a sec, because this is maybe the end of the game here. I don't know how you stop 2 tanks.
Yeah, no warp gate, of course. He has an immortal on. Like, he was getting prepared to deal with this.
Oh my god, that got out of there with 1 HP!
He doesn't have any forward pylons, so this can't help versus the tanks. Nice, goes down. Like I said, like, Caliber had all the things, like, on the way to deal with this if he hadn't Canna rushed. Oh, it's too late.
I mean, oh gosh. I feel like, yeah, it's just gonna dive in for the tank with the Immortal's a really smart move. Holding on is gonna be nice, but it's the fact that he lost his Nexus that makes this just, yeah, not manageable. Supply blocked 2 through this. I mean, that other tank's not gonna be a problem when the Immortal comes out, right? But, you know, we got 2 bases on the other side of the map. Production's not gonna be an issue. That Liberator is probably gonna be what ends the game, if we're gonna be honest.
Maybe. If the Militia Core doesn't die.
Sorry, go on. You were saying?
And, you know, maybe it wouldn't have, but now that she's dead, there were plenty of pylons to deal with all angles of a Liberator in the main base. But now that, you know, they don't have any overturn, I don't know. Painful.
Yeah.
One's about to pop. That might be in the one place there's no pylon overcharge.
No, they would definitely reach that. I'm pretty sure. That one on the left.
One on the top?
We'll find out. Well, it goes through on the medevac. Actually, I kind of like that decision, to be honest, but obviously didn't catch it, so feels bad, man, at the end of the day. Stalkers, of course, there you go, can take that hit ever since the Liberator lost some damage. This is still no fun chasing around for Caliber. I think for KeeN at this point, too, this isn't necessarily him playing with his food, but it is this annoying frustration of oh, wow. Maybe trying so hard to end it that he just barely can't type thing. So as he kind of collects himself, round 2, he'll be ready to go in. I mean, the little bits of harass here and there, the Liberator, it was all good. Don't get me wrong. I feel like KeeN has to win this game. There's like no way he doesn't. But this will finally be the force, I think, that can push through and break it. Yeah. It wasn't like he was close to throwing the game, but he was trying to end it too early, so it was looking maybe a little bit like, just wait a little. And now that he has, should be good. 1 overcharge, 1 Guardian Shield, and 1 Immortal, really. It's kind of powerful, but good position on the Stalkers on the high ground to get the medevac. Nah. Well, that's it's most of Caliber's forces. I mean, I want to believe in this world where he could actually hold on. Yeah, GG. I want to believe in this world where he actually could hold on and bring that back, and it would be like the sickest thing of all time, but just nothing was set up for him there. Not since the failed cannon rush at the start of the game. But, yeah, so thank you, Riamar, first off, who threw in a bunch of bits together. And see, it's broken. What? Riamar died on the other screen, but he's not dead on this screen. This is part of the issue here. Oh, wait, no, he didn't die. My team just did 1,000. Riamar healed it up. I don't fucking... This is why I didn't want to mess around with Bit Boss. I'm not paying attention to what's going on. But Riamar's currently the Bit Boss, apparently. I thought he died. Never mind. So hype. Thank you, Riamar, for all those bits, man. Really appreciate it. And Montiun with 1,000 for a lot of damage. I have talked to an artist. By the way, this is a guy who used to be subbed to the channel a while ago, and then he kind of stopped watching StarCraft. But he actually animates like pixel style things for video games, and I remember him showing me one of the video games he was working on a while ago, and it looked really good, and that was like 2 years ago. So I talked to him about getting some Chirmotes designed for the channel, and I kind of had this like brilliant last second idea. So like, you know how we're gonna do like weapons for the boss damage and all that, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna make the 1-bit not a weapon but a GG, because we don't have a GG emote, and this lets us then sort of animate a GG emote instead of just have it be a static emote. Okay. All right. But beyond that, it'll be weapons and cool things. But yeah, someone in chat, what that sound? Why would you ever be so intrusive? Because normally bits don't come in back to back to back like that. It's usually a little once in a while thing, and it works out much better than that normally. But Riomar's generosity was a little too overflowing. I guess that's what you phrase that. Thank you again, Riomar. So this sends KeeN on to round 3, but there's nobody in the round of 8 just yet. Actually, there are some cool potential matchups, though. But unfortunately, a lot of the Terran have been seeded against each other in the bottom side. Because Optimus, Healer, Euthermal, Beastie, like these are all guys who are going to, I guess, knock each other out. Whereas the top side, I don't think Neeb even really has a tough opponent until maybe round... I guess the semifinals?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Tails is going to put up a good fight. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be... maybe.
There's a lot of maybes. But either way, we're going to go to a commercial break while we find out what our next match is. So again, if you guys just joined us from Beyond the Stream, hello, thank you, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.